Myra Cox. I'm Assistant Superintendent for the Yadkin County Schools. I would like to take a few minutes to introduce you to a policy passed by the North Carolina State Board of Education that will allow students the opportunity to earn high school course credit by demonstrating mastery of the course without the required seat time. Whether you are a student, parent, or educator, the wiki spaces that you see behind me will serve as your guide for understanding the policy as well as the process for earning credit by demonstrated mastery. To access this site, please visit the Yadkin County Schools website at www.yadkin.k12.nc.us. Click on the word Students in the top banner. Then scroll to Student Info Logins. This will take you to a Symbaloo where the icon for the Yadkin County Schools Credit by Demonstrated Mastery Wiki Spaces will be pictured. On the home page of the Wiki Spaces, you will see the definition of credit by demonstrated mastery, as well as the three-part process: the application, Phase 1 assessments, and Phase 2 artifacts and performance assessments. It is important to note that credit by demonstrated mastery is only offered for standard level courses and only provides credit for the course. A pass will be noted on the student transcript and no quality points will be assigned. Therefore, credit by demonstrated mastery does not impact a student's GPA. If you want to know more about credit by demonstrated mastery, then use the buttons across the bottom of the home page to navigate to other areas of the site. You will see a button for eligibility, frequently asked questions, a timeline, the process and forms, required scores, and there's a Google Doc for specific questions that parents and students might have for a Yadkin County School counselor or administrator. At this time, I'd like to open up the eligibility button. Please note that this is an important page because if you would like to attempt credit by demonstrated mastery, there are a few exceptions in the CTE program, for English language learners, for Healthful Living required courses, and for AP courses. But please know that the CDM process is open to all North Carolina public school students in grades 9-12, and CDM is offered for all high school courses offered at the middle school level. And for Yadkin County Schools, currently, Math 1 is the only middle school course available for credit by demonstrated mastery. When you're ready to navigate to another area of this site, click on Wiki Home in the left corner. I'll take you now to Required Scores. This page will give you an idea of the superior scores that a student must earn in Phase 1 in order to move to Phase 2. If you are interested in applying for credit by demonstrated mastery for an EOC course, Math 1, Biology, English 2, please note the minimum scale scores for each course. If you are interested in CDM for a non-EOC or for a CTE course, use this page to look for the minimum score requirement. Again, a student must achieve the scores for these three types of assessments in order to move to Phase 2. Next, I will take you to the timeline. Please reference this page and note that February 13th is the deadline for making an application if you are interested in attempting CDM. Turn in the applications to your high school counselor. Also note the assessment dates, the date in which you will be notified of your Phase 1 result, and if you move to Phase 2, how long you have to collect your artifacts and complete your performance tasks, when those will be reviewed, and at which time you will be notified of your final attempt. And if you pass both Phase 1 and Phase 2, it will impact your fall 2015 schedule. At this time, we'll move to the process and forms. Please click here to read the letter that is written to parents and students. It includes, again, the policy on CDM. It includes the timeline and the required scores. Students, this is where you can find the application. This is a form that the student review panel will complete for phase 2. And then under documents, I suggest that you open the full CDM process page. Will provide you a nice flow chart of the entire process from start to finish, from application to phase 1 to phase 2. The student review panel will consist of a high school assistant principal for curriculum and instruction, at least one high school counselor, and the content area teacher. Next, we will look at, I'm not going to open the FAQ page, but if you are carefully considering applying for credit by demonstrated mastery, please take the time to open this page and look at the most commonly asked questions that have been sent to the Department of Public Instruction. More than likely, you have some of the same questions, and it could answer many of those before you even get started with the process. Lastly, on this button, when you click there, it will open up to a Google Doc. There are required fields for a parent name and a student name. However, if you are a student completing the form, just put your name in both the parent and student field. Those questions will come directly to the Yadkin County Schools, and an administrator or a counselor will assist you in getting answers to those questions. Again, I'm Myra Cox, and I hope that if you have questions as you move through the Wikispaces and review the materials we have here for you, that you will be able to make an informed decision. But if at any time you have a question, please do not hesitate to contact me. My contact information is at the bottom of the Wikispaces homepage, and I can be reached by email or by phone. Thank you for listening.